World poverty. The bad news, good news story. It doesn't seem that long ago when we were enjoying good news, bad news jokes. You may recall one that was told about a happening near the end of World War II. The German army was being overrun by the Allies. One German army unit was bunkered underground and had been there for weeks with little food or water and no way to keep clean. One day the officer in command called the men together and said, "Men, we have good news. Then we have some bad news. First the good news. You all get a change of underwear. Now the bad news. Carl, you change with Wolfgang. Kurt, you change with..." But the story I'm going to tell you now is a story with a happy ending. So it is a bad news, good news story. First, the bad news. 1.4 billion people, about 1/5 of the world's population, live in extreme poverty, which the World Bank defines as living on less than $1.25 a day. And poverty is a killer, especially extreme poverty. 9.7 million children die every year before they reach their 5th birthday due to poverty. That's almost 27,000 every day. Another 8 million children over the age of 5 and adults die each year because of poverty. Well, now the good news. The experts, people who have devoted their lives to ending poverty, are telling us that the world has reached a time when we can end extreme poverty. The sustaining way to end poverty is by way of microfinancing, making small loans to poor people who want to improve or begin a small business. The whole concept of microfinancing was started by one man in the 1970s, the economist Dr. Muhammad Yunus. When visiting in a small village, he met a woman who was making and selling bamboo stools, but she had almost no profit and remained poor because to buy the bamboo she had to go to a loan shark who charged extremely high interest. Well, Dr. Yunus loaned her the very small amount of money she needed, and in the same village he found there were 41 other women in the same situation. He loaned them all money. Actually, it was a total of less than $27. And thus began the concept of microfinancing, making small loans to people so they could lift themselves up from poverty by beginning or improving a small business. These women were poor and had no collateral, so were excluded from getting loans from banks. So Dr. Yunus began a co-op bank, the Grameen Bank, which all borrowers own, and by the year 2007 it had loaned out $6 billion. For his work in alleviating poverty, he was awarded the 2006 Nobel Peace Prize. Many people have now taken Dr. Yunus's lead and have formed organizations that enables you to make microloans to people throughout the world. KIVA is one such organization and has provisions for you to choose the person you wish to make loans to and also to form a loaning team. We have a team here with the name Albuquerque CSL, and this is the picture shown at the KIVA website. KIVA loans are usually only $25, although you can loan more. And the payback of the loan is a whopping 98%. And that same $25 can be loaned over and over again each time as it's paid back. We aren't to the happy ending yet. Not near enough people are pitching in to make the end of poverty a reality. So you are needed to provide the happy ending. Please join the Albuquerque CSL team and make a loan to someone like Chat, a Vietnamese woman who has a business raising and selling chickens. She needs just a little over $1,000, $25 from here and there all over the world, and she will soon have it. And you, by your loans, tell the end of the story. the happy ending. Together we can end poverty so abundance can flow for all. Well, thank you so much, and follow these simple directions. We can be kind. We can take care of each other. We can remember that deep down inside we all need the same things. And maybe we'll find, if we are there for each other, that together we can weather whatever tomorrow brings.